We're your hosts, Dylan Lakay,
Janke Boetes,
and Kuhle Mangana, and you're listening to the SMF Newscast. Oh, welcome everyone. Oh my goodness, we're finally doing this. I think this is really exciting for SMF News. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think we are both super excited. All three of us are super excited. We 3 people in studio, 3 people hosting the podcast. It's going to be interesting, checking the dynamics and whatnot, but I'm super excited.
Super excited and super scared because it's the first SMF podcast in how many years was the last time they did this? So this is like a brand new thing we're doing, but that means we have a lot of leeway to bring you guys some exciting new stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Now I think that people would like to get to know us a little more. So Janku, what inspires you as a journalist?
As a journalist, what really inspires me is people and people's stories. I live to create and to serve, and I can do that through journalism by helping people tell their stories.
Yeah, so I would say for me personally, I really enjoy telling stories, and I think journalism is one of those fields where you won't necessarily be tied down forever in one specific space, and that's really what I want to myself. I don't want to wake up every day and know what I'm going to do that day. Or I don't want to have like a 5-year plan. Like I don't want to know where I'm going to be in 5 years, because I feel like that's fun, that's interesting, that's I think that's what drives me as a journalist.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I think for me, I just have a passion for sports, obviously, and I just want to tell my story, and I want to share this with people. I don't want to keep it to myself. You see, when you have a passion, when you have a gift, I think you must share it with the people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So as our first guest on the podcast, we've got our editor-in-chief of SMF News, Ella Bosman. Ella, thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, such an honor. Now, the first question is, why journalism?
Sure, that's a big question. I've kind of always thought that I wanted to be a journalist, maybe just because of the storytelling aspect. Growing up, I really loved National Geographic, and I thought that's what I want to be. I want to be a travel journalist, and growing up, I've always had a bit of an interest in politics, and this just feels like the place to explore politics, bring all those aspects together.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And what would you say your overall vision is for the publication for this year?
This year, I really just want to focus on bringing reporting that is important to our community and doing it in a way that they understand. And also to be adventurous, be bold, do something different to what the years have done before us. Yeah. And I think that we've accomplished that so far already. We're getting there. Even this podcast is just, it's so cool. We're diversifying, we are being experimental. I think it's all in the spirit of the game.
Fun things ahead for this year. And then what would you say is the most, you could say, terrifying or most exciting part about taking up a very big leadership role?
It is kind of terrifying having to steer the ship, so to say. Just to manage everyone's personalities, it's already been a bit of a challenge, but
I can imagine.
I'm learning as I go, and I think that's the only way you can do it. I guess fake it till you make it. We'll see.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to put you on the spot right now, and I'm going to ask you, what is the word of the day?
The word of the day today is ambition.
I like
passion.
That. Okay, passion. We'll go with that. Thank you so much, Ella. It was really nice having you here. And I think everyone is excited to see what we're going to give them. So thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now we've got Dylan.
Thank you so much, Kukle and Ella, as well, for that insight that you gave us on just like what's going to be happening on SMF News throughout the course of the year. We actually do have another guest in studio today. We have Mophethi Mabeba, the deputy editor of SMF News. Super excited to have you here. Good morning.
Good morning, Dylan. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure for me to be here. It is the first one I hear, so I'm very excited.
Yeah. We're also very excited. We're very excited here at the SMF Newscast. Some super exciting things happening here. So I do have a couple of questions that I want to ask you. I just wanted to pick your brain a bit as to what's going to be happening at SMF this year. So first question is, what drives you as a journalist?
I think the biggest thing that drives me more than anything is really news. truth, right? So truth within news. I think we've seen a lot what real journalism can do, how it can change lives, how it can impact lives, policies, and that sort of thing. And of course, we are only reporting on Stellenbosch and its surrounding areas, but I do think that responsibility is quite a big one, and it's something that I think as journalists, or myself rather as a journalist, is something that really drives me. Having that impact to be able to sort of change how people think, perspective, make them think again, maybe agree, maybe not agree. So that type of thing really just drives me.
Yeah, I mean, Stellenbosch is an extremely diverse community, more so than a lot of people think. So I think being the voice for those people is super important, and like telling those stories, being able to like give truth on those stories is super important. So speaking of that community though, why do you think that the wider Stellenbosch community should read SMF?
I think something that I said in our very first newsletter that sort of published 2 weeks ago now, I said, most of all, I hope this publication leaves you feeling informed without being overwhelmed, curious rather than cynical, and reminded that good journalism can still surprise you. If something we publish makes you pause, disagree, nod along, or start a conversation, then we have done our job. So I think for me, that's the biggest thing, and that's something that I really believe in with the SMF publication. It's just really like when people read, even if they're reading for the first time and they never come back to the publication, it's all good and well, but if we can change your mind about something, if we can make you think twice about something, if maybe we have views as well that you sort of agree with us about what's happening in the economic, political climate of Stellenbosch and the surrounding areas, then I think we've really done our job.
Yeah, no, I think that is definitely super important. And then the last question I have for you is just, of course, you've been in Stellenbosch for a while now. You're no stranger to leadership positions. I believe you were Prim of Monica at some point in time during your studies. So I just wanted to ask you, how do you think the leadership skills that you've acquired throughout your time here will help you carry SMF News throughout the year?
Listen, I'll be very honest in saying my leadership term wasn't one of the easiest things that I've ever had to sort of go through. I think my term as Prim at Monica was one of the most trying things that I've ever done in my life. But in that, there's so much that I learned, so many skills that I think are transferable to the newsroom. And I think the biggest thing is, of course, when I was Prim, the people that were HC under me were doing HC for the very first time, right? So very similar to SMF, a lot of people that sit on the editorial team, a lot of journalists that sit in the newsroom don't necessarily have newsroom experience. So I think being able to be a guiding person within that structure, I'm doing it for the first time. Most of us are doing it for the first time. So sort of knowing how to support people in that environment is something that I think I'll be drawing on a lot from my term as Prim. So I'm very excited. It's obviously a lot of diverse people. The team is very cool. We've gotten to know each other for about over a month now. So I'm very excited, and it's an honor to be part of the people leading the team.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I feel like from my side, it's an honor to be working with you as well. And I'm super excited to be working with you and the rest of the team as well at SMF News this year, and to have everybody on the podcast at some point in time. So yeah, but thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate it. We really appreciate it here at the SMF Newscast. On that note, it is time for me to say goodbye, so I'm going to let you go now.
Thank you so much for having me. It was so fun. Let's do this again sometime.
I'm Janke Boerters, bringing you your top stories from SMF News this week. First, Mophethi Sport is under pressure after announcing the closure of several sports clubs across campus. The move follows a review process, with Mophethi's canoeing among the clubs affected. The decision has sparked concern among students and athletes about the future of smaller sporting codes at Stellenbosch University. Then, Stellenbosch University's SRC has officially elected its new executive members for the 2025-2026 term. The newly elected general executive members are Sanalisiwe Tswawulyayo and Bukhle Mpanza, following what SMF News describes as a turbulent term for student leadership. Finally, petrol has increased by 3 rand 6 cents per litre for both 93 and 95 octane, while diesel prices are also rising sharply, adding more pressure to already stretched student and household budgets. For more, please visit smf.org for the full stories and other headlines from this week. This is Janke Boerters signing off.
Well, there you have it. That was your first episode of the SMF Newscast. I really enjoyed that. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, that was really fun. I'm really keen for the next episodes to come, because I believe that we're going to have some of our colleagues in studio to tell us about, their writing process and everything. And yeah, really excited.
Please like and subscribe. That was your very first SMF Newscast.